For those of you that I have not met, I am Mrs. Chris Weiser. Lucky for me, like half of you I have had before, which is exciting because you know how I work and I know how you work. If you did not have me last year and you, I think I have one freshman, but not in this class. You came from either Mrs. Corey or Mrs. Ferrier. The good news is that we're pretty much on the same page when it comes to Algebra 2 honors. So like if my kids were taught it, you were taught it. If you were taught it, my kids were taught it for the most part. If you have had me before, you know, I normally start class Monday through Thursday. I start with reading from Chicken Soup for the Soul. And then on Fridays, we'll play a video. So like you'll get your first story on Monday just because there's a lot going on today. These seating arrangements are new to me. We're going to see how they go. We did it over the summer and the kids loved it. And so I was like, let's try it out. If you know me, I hate silence. It's just like not who I am as a person. I cannot sit in quiet. So while you're working, whether you're doing some warm-up questions at the beginning of class or you've got time to start your homework at the end of class, I encourage you to talk to each other. When we test and quiz, you will not be talking to each other. We will put these into rows, okay? So it's not like you'll be doing assessments as this. But today you're going to work on a diagnostic test, and you can totally get to a question and be like, oh my gosh, you remember how to do this? That's totally fine. It doesn't mean I want you to say, what'd you get for this one? 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 And not try it all on your own, okay? And they will move once a quarter. So if you're in a spot that's a little awkward for your body, I apologize. We're going to work it out. But we'll move every quarter. And if they're awful and we don't like them, then we'll go back to something different. But for now, we're going to try them. Yesterday, the sub played a video. If you were not here yesterday, that video is on the YouTube channel. You want to start to train yourself to go straight to YouTube every time if you're not here, because there'll be a video for each day. Like right now, I'm recording a video for today. And it just went over some general information. But there was also 2 assignments that I want you to take care of. The first one is the course prep and syllabus, and it basically says you need to fill out the Google form. That just gives me some information about you. A lot of you already did it, but if you didn't, please do so, because the very first thing I will do is like the birthday people. I want to acknowledge you on your birthday. You'll get a lollipop from me on your birthday, and I already missed August ones, so I want to get them on the board as soon as we can. If you are in here on your birthday and you are sad and lonely because you didn't get a lollipop, it's your own fault. It's because you didn't fill out the Google form. So that's your first job. And then share with me anything you think I need to know. The second thing is the YouTube playlist. I want you to follow it so that you get the notifications when those videos get uploaded and you know where to go easily. I do not put the link to every day in Canvas. I put it there. So if you are the type of person that knows you need to, reinforce the lesson by going back to the video, you're going to go find it. If you are out one day and you need to know what happened in class that day, you're going to go watch the video. And then there's some apps for you to download. The graphing calculator app we'll use sporadically. Same with Class Kick. And then it says the graphing calculator. You guys have one more step than the other group. Which I'll talk to you about in a second. And then once you do all those things, then you're going to assign the syllabus. You're going to have your parents sign the syllabus, and you're going to submit it for an assignment. The second thing is just for me to put a face with a name, and that's just a quick video of you saying hello, something unique about yourself, whatever it is, okay? And that's due. Both of those are due tomorrow, okay? So don't do the video while you're in here with everybody else. That's awkward. But you could do that at home, okay? But today, if you have time in class and you haven't already done all the stuff on the course prep, then you can take care of that. The biggest difference, this week anyways, the first major difference between Pre-Calc Honors Advanced and AP Pre-Calc is the AP Pre-Calc is going to be heavier graphing calculator. Your test, your AP test, has a portion that is calculator, and there's a portion that is not calculator. So we're going to treat the year the same way. There are multiple choice and there are FRQs. So you're going to treat the year the same way, okay? Your first quiz, which is next Wednesday, you will need your graphing calculator, okay? If you talk to your friends in advance, we're going to slowly roll into it, but you guys are full steam ahead. So if you do not have access to a graphing calculator yet, you need to get one, okay? I know that they're on sale on Amazon right now. I know they're $100 and it hurts. I promise you, you will use them all year. I promise you, you will use them for math for the rest of the time you take math. So it is an investment. If you don't want to get the TI-84, which I would say is the most common one, and it doesn't have to be the one that's colored. It could be the TI-83. That's fine too. I put this, there's a module on Canvas that says AP information, and that's all stuff pertaining to your test, okay? That's the link to AP Classroom, which I'll talk about in a minute some more. But all the approved calculators for the test are on here, okay? So you can use anything that's approved from there. A lot of these I can't help you with. Like, we'll have to Google how to do some stuff. If you have the TI-84, I'll teach you how to use it throughout the school year. Questions so far? Okay, so quiz next week, you're going to have a portion that is non-calculator, a portion that is calculator, so you can kind of prepare yourself for that. Okay, sorry. Say again. So, yes, it is, but within reason. Like you're going to take a diagnostic test that has point value on it, so at the end you'll get an actual score, but the very last question you will be uploading your work from the questions, and that one's worth 20 points alone, and then I will go back, and if you have the work and you made the attempt, I will adjust your score. So if you get to a question and you have no idea how to do it, feel free to skip it. It's okay. Hopefully we don't have to do that for all of the questions. These are all things that were taught to you last year. You may have been like Men in Blacked over the summer and you have absolutely no memory of them, and that's okay. Hopefully they feel familiar. They are also all things that I'm going to teach you this year, so they will be reinforced. This is more for me to know, like, where are we rough? Are we rough on logs? Do we remember unit circle? All the good stuff. You just went, no. Yes. Yes. The AP, if you look at the AP content, it is a brand new test. So our book does not cover everything in there. We'll be supplementing from AP Classroom, which we'll get into probably next week. So don't stress about it yet. But this week we'll feel like there's a similarity between this class and Pre-Calc Honors Advanced. We're going to kind of move, minus the graphing calculator part, move at the same pace for the next week. And then it will drastically change. There are 4 units on your AP exam. Well, there are 4 units in AP Pre-Calc, and the 4th is not even covered, which has matrices, conics, okay? Those are not on your AP exam, and those are heavy Pre-Calc topics normally. So we are changing the content, and I will be honest, because it's a brand new course, we are changing it as we go. Okay, I took 1 PD over the summer, and already there was like 4 topics that we've never talked about before in Pre-Calc. They're not in your book, so we'll be supplementing some stuff. And then there's lots of stuff that is in your book that we get to skip, which is lovely, okay? So it will be different moving forward. I will say if the first maybe 2 weeks might feel similar, but then it will be different. If you are the type of person that knows you're already overwhelmed because you're taking a ton of APs and you're teetering, the quicker you make that decision, the better. I don't want to tell you to go, okay? I promise you I'll prepare you to the best that I can. But I also, if you're already up to here and we're day 2, then the sooner you jump, the better, okay? I teach both, so it's not like you can get rid of me. That's just not happening, okay? But at least you can kind of think about where you need to move forward. Questions for me before I let you loose on the diagnostic? Because I'm going to stop talking to you so you can work. Okay. We are doing homework on WebAssign for the most part. We will supplement with AP Classroom, but that will start next Thursday. That will start after your quiz. So the first 2 sections on your quiz are review sections from last year, okay? They are going to be homeworks that are PDFs, and your quiz review will be a PDF. That will be next week. And then after that, we will move full steam forward into WebAssign. Any transfer students in this class? Okay, so everybody in this room has used WebAssign, yes? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, your old friend is back, whether you like it or not. We'll worry about that next week, though. Okay, so I'm going to let you work. I play music in here. Thursday's playlist is Throwback Thursdays. I'm going to play it while you work. If you like my music, enjoy it. If you don't like it, I'm okay with you putting some AirPods in and listening. That's fine. I don't take it personal. Like I said, feel free to like talk to a neighbor. Say hello. Do you remember how to do this? Okay. And then before the end of the class period, you need to submit that quiz with your work as the last question. So if you want to split your screen and use Notability to do your work, that's fine. If you want a hard copy piece of paper for scrap, I can give you that too. And then at the end, you'll take a picture and you'll upload it. You can either upload it as a file, like send it to your files if it's a lot of pages, or you can upload it as a screenshot, as long as you've got the proof of your work. And again, there are some that don't need it. That's okay. I know which ones need it and which ones don't. Okay.